Hi Barbara, and thanks for talking with me today and sharing your story. I just wanted to ask, why did you choose this clinic?
I'd heard a lot of good comments on how Marian is totally dedicated and she's got a medical background and she does things as naturally as is possible to do.
Okay, and so what would you say your first impression was?
Mind-blowing.
Yeah?
Totally mind-blowing.
Can you explain that a little bit more?
Yeah, I thought that it would be just like the typical beautician, and what I found was nothing like the typical beautician. I found that Marian's professionalism outshone anything and anybody I know, so that was a starter. And then when I did a program, I just found that it just got better and better, and I was looking in the mirror thinking, wow, that face and neck looks brilliant.
And so why did you decide to take the natural functional approach instead of the usual medical route? Because we know that Botox and fillers are very popular.
They are very popular and more people tend to be doing it, but I think that they haven't done their research, and that's something that I thank Marian for again, because I knew a little. I certainly didn't know as much, and when she explained her system and how she did it, it was a foregone conclusion that that's the road I was going to be taking.
So how did you find the treatments themselves? What were they like for you?
Relaxing. Yeah, there was nothing nasty or nothing that I could honestly say brought any discomfort. It was totally very, very relaxing and refreshing. And
so the program itself, how did you find that? Because obviously it's not a one-off treatment and like your fillers and your Botox, so you've got to kind of come on a regular basis. Did that affect your decision, or did that affect your lifestyle?
No, because I was committed to wanting to be and look the best I can be and look. And with Marian's treatment, I just committed myself to that particular time, and the rest was easy.
And so would you say that you got any other benefits as well from the program?
A benefit I wouldn't have dreamt of. For the last couple of years at least, I'd been suffering from a UTI and further a bladder infection, kidney infection I should say, and the last time I came I found it was quite amazing, and I certainly wouldn't have been one to have remotely have imagined how successful the treatment was, but I'd mentioned it to Marian and said that I'd had this UTI, and I was actually going the next day to take a sample because I know I had to go on the really strong antibiotic that I'd been on for the last couple of years. And Marian said, oh, that's okay, we'll attach the mask and I'll set it for adrenal glands as well. So I did, as she did, and that afternoon when I left the clinic, I was mind-blowing, because I simply would never have believed that something like that, something so simple. I actually fell asleep on the table because I was so relaxed, and then while the mask was on, and then that afternoon, as I said, I noticed that there wasn't the problem area that I had before, and then the following morning it was just amazing. There was no sign of a UTI. But I still thought, no, this is what UTIs can do. So I took a sample into the doctor. It was tested, and he said there was no sign of the UTI at that time. Now, this UTI was definitely not a minor one. I just thought, well, they're probably going to find blood in the urine. That's how bad it was.
Wow.
So it was quite incredible.
So I guess, should I ask you, did you get the results you expected?
More than, 10 times more than, and a surprise to boot, because I'd never have dreamt that was at all possible.
So what would you say to anyone else thinking of doing these treatments, knowing that, you know, there's a bit more time and dedication and there's a little bit more involved in just going and having a treatment? What would you say to them?
Anybody who's doing any kind of treatment, to get their get the information first, do all their research, and then Marian has got an amazing amount of knowledge, far more than anybody probably gives her credit for, and even to just come and have a chat with her, you'll just feel confident and ready to go. And yes, you know, money being an object to everybody, at the end result is worth every cent of money spent on looking after yourself.
Great. Thank you for your time, Barbara.
Thank you.